We have that to-do list that's really for everybody else. Like, you go to college, you got to get a job, you got to do this. But it's like, is that for you, or is that because somebody told you to do it? So when you do something for you, be proud of that.
Guys, we're back.
Yes, we are.
And guess what? It's another episode of what?
Nobody asked for this podcast.
Bringing you unsolicited advice and opinions.
And I am Sydney with one Y, aka Sid the CPA. And I am joined by my ever encouraging, charismatic, loving husband.
Damn. I love you even more. I'm joined by my amazing, beautiful, smart, brilliant brains. Beauty, did I say? Oh my, she's ever so inspirational. She is quite amazing, y'all. Sydney, I'm Sydney. She's Sydney. We're Sydney, as y'all know. You've been watching. We're the Meet the Proctors, We coming at y'all with another episode of Nobody Asks for This podcast. How you doing, sweetie? How you feeling?
I am surviving and thriving. I know I say that a lot, but it's definitely how I genuinely feel. Grateful for my growth this week, because Monday started off rough, but I definitely have progressed and taking it day by day for sure. How was your week? How you doing?
Amazing. I am pretty. I can't complain.
It's like you don't know what to say, but it's like, man, I genuinely have no complaints. That's a good way to be.
I am grateful for being here today. I wake up every morning like it's an Oscar award. Thank you, God, for giving me today. Man, it be like that though.
It does.
For real. It's just a part of the plan. It's just a part of the process. God damn, but why?
What's something you learned this week?
Oh my God. You really impact people and change people's lives, even though you think your life ain't doing shit.
Damn. That's a good one.
Man.
That's a good lesson.
Woo! I couldn't pay tuition for that one.
Man.
I was like, damn. And then, it made me think about all the books and shit I've been reading. I've been thinking about how I've been processing my actions, how I've been moving, playing more chess in life than checkers. And it's like, I was like, damn.
You got to play chess.
Yeah.
You got to play chess.
What about yourself? What's something you learned this week, sweetie?
My lesson of the week is having urgency, but not necessarily rushing. Because I feel like, and also just being grateful for the now. That kind of ties in with like the rushing part. Being grateful for the now and not rushing whatever it is, whatever dreams you have, whatever things that you are trying to manifest and write down, all that kind of stuff. It's like that is going to come to you. It's going to, like, law of attraction is real. It's going to come when it comes.
Man.
But don't rush it, because if you rush something, you might break something.
Oh, boy, tell me about it. Like them old folks. Hold on now, slow down. I just almost slipped the disc now. Hold on now. That's what my dad would be. But like, damn, you did say something. If you rush something, you might break it. Because you pushed up to a limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
damn.
I want whatever is for me to come when it's the right time, so I don't mishandle it. Like I don't want to misstep, that kind of thing, because I know how it feels to be thrown off track and misstep and that kind of thing, and it just requires so much energy to pull yourself back on track. And so definitely don't want to fumble the bag, as people say.
You take the bag and fumble it. I take the bag and flip it. Hey, no, but when have you ever went through that to give you that experience, or have you went through that experience like vicariously through somebody else?
Like fumbling the bag, or rushing something?
Just rushing something and fumbling, or almost fumbling,
I feel like when it comes with maybe like moving here, I felt like it was a rush situation, but it was more like sometimes leap of faiths feel like a rush because
Yeah.
it's just like I just have to do it. I just have to go. Like whatever, I have to pack my shit and leave, and whatever happens is gonna happen.
Damn.
So there's that, but then it's also, I felt like with moving here, it's not that I wasn't grateful and I wasn't appreciative of like being in Arkansas and that kind of thing, but it's just like I knew that I was reaching like my ceiling in Arkansas, like with what I wanted to do, with how I wanted to live my life. I just knew that there was just I could see the ceiling approaching, and I was like, I need to dip before the ceiling gets here. So that was kind of like, it felt kind of like a rush motion. But as far as now, it's like being in business, it's like, okay, I am able to, keep my lights on, keep everybody fed, and like hire and do this kind of thing, right? But it's like I want abundance, so you can't rush the abundance of things, so that's kind of where I am now. It's like I have to be grateful for the now where I am in business and learning the ins and out of my business and that kind of thing, right? But it's like, well, I can't wait for the
Show
millions.
me the money.
Can't wait for the millions, like whenever that chooses to come,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So that's where I say like they're rushing.
That's totally understood. Because, dang, that's a lot.
It is,
But look how far you have come.
man. Looking back,
Yeah.
hindsight is definitely 2020.
Man.
Definitely 2020.
I was talking to somebody about that. I was like, bro, look at where you are. You what, 25? He was like, yeah. I was like, 10 years ago, you was 15. He was like, damn, bro, you got a point. I was like, no, that's not the point. I was like, just think about it. Where can you be 10 years in the future if you did something today? I was like, bro, think about it. What you do today is who you become in the future.
Yeah.
And that shit is so real. It's so real.
Yes, you are. I am a firm believer of you're not necessarily a product of your environment. You're a product of the decisions that you make. And that is, yeah. So like making decisions and talking about like that planning aspect of your life and moving forward. I think the next 10 years is going to come faster than like the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like we're going to be, so what you choose to do now is vital.
It's critical.
It is. And I know for me, it's hard to envision myself because like, what do I look like at 30? I know I'm going to probably look the same, but it's like, what do I want my life to look like at 30? Like, is that hard to envision? Like it's hard for me to envision because it's just like, every year has its quirks and challenges and that kind of thing. But some stuff you can plan.
Yeah, some stuff you can. You really can. And I had to find it out the hard way. And finding it out, shit, that's the best thing that ever happened. You know what I mean? Like, what? But some stuff you can plan. But, man, time flies. Whether you're having fun or not.
Man.
Yeah. Just think about it. Damn. Like, I read a book in one day, and y'all, that was the most amazing thing ever. I read a book in one day. I'm like, damn, bro, you okay? Yeah, you getting your reading up. Now you just gotta get your warm up, Get your warm up. You can type a little faster, But I was just sitting there thinking. I was like, damn, that is possible. Because I was talking to a buddy of mine. He was like, yeah, I'm trying to get 2 books a week. I was like, 2 books a week. I start thinking about audiobooks. I'm like, dang, that's just time. I was like, wow, what do I really be doing with my time?
Man, time management has been the key. I think it's been like the key to balancing like life, relationships, and business all in one thing. Because it's just like, as we said before, like we didn't plan on being here. You know what I'm saying? Like foreseeing us getting married and that kind of thing. But so learning how to navigate that, plus like you have your own business and I have my own business. So making sure that we make time for each other and make time to run our businesses and that kind of thing. It's just time management has been the major key. You blocking out my time, making sure that, hey, me and you, we going to dinner tonight. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit down and talk. We're gonna turn the phones off and just connect with each other and all that kind of stuff.
It's real work, and it make me realize, what was I doing with my time? What was I giving my time to? Because trying to figure out all this other stuff and then realizing what I was really Like I was just wasting so much time doing absolutely nothing. And I can't get it back. So it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful understanding. It's beautiful realizing. It's beautiful even going through it through, the stages to develop and discover these different things about you. Like write down what you do for a whole week and you will learn so much about yourself. Like, dang. You will start to rediscover who you either are or want to be or need to be. Like, how do you envision yourself? Do you have a vision for yourself or how does that work?
I do. I do have a vision for myself and how I want to live, and I envision myself with having everything that I'm supposed to have. And so that's probably seems very vague. It's not very specific to where like I can just narrow down specific things. Like no, that's not the type of vision that I have. But I do like see myself with whatever is for me is definitely I'm gonna have that. And so I feel like the desires of our heart, so it's like whether it's kids or money or
Kids, no.
or like having houses and that kind of thing, I feel like those desires that we really truly like sit up and think about and that we constantly think about, I think that those are the things that we want. And that's kind of like how vision comes. And so when the things that I think about that constantly stay on my mind is I definitely want a successful like financial practice. Like that's something that I want for myself. I definitely want I want the kind of driveway where it's like I got a gate at the bottom and you got to call me and let me know that you coming up. Because it's like, listen, if you didn't call before, I'm not opening this gate. You going to have to turn around.
I'm letting them lines out the back on your dog. Like,
I'm sorry, but you going to have to, listen, it's going to be a mile hike up here. That's kind of
Rapunzel it down your hair to get up in this motherfucker. Like,
man.
Dang, I'm with you.
So that's kind of like how I envision my life. What about you?
I sit down and I put myself in it. Like, I have really gotten into some of the meditation and the being with nature here lately. I've been going on runs and I go to the park and take my shoes and socks off and be in the grass, stretching, doing a little yoga, horse pose and stuff. I've been trying to, get my life right.
Getting that inner chi, huh?
Getting that inner chi. Yeah. But like I was saying, what were we talking about?
You going to the park and getting your toes in the grass and envisioning yourself.
But yeah, I envision myself. I'm back on course. No, but like I envision myself in these places, and I just be in that moment. If that makes sense. For some people it might sound wild, but for some people it may sound totally normal. But if I can envision myself there, I can put myself there, and then I be there for a moment, I see how it feels. Once I come to like reality where I am now, it's like, what do I have to do to get there, and am I doing the right thing to get there? And then, man.
So do you do that with stuff that you don't want to do? So it's like, let's say you wake up and you don't feel like going for a run. Do you have to envision yourself actually running? Like envision the result of the run to actually force yourself to get up?
To feel that time I had a real good run. And like to feel that moment again. Be like, oh, this time can be a little better than that one. Because I've been pushing myself here lately. Like, it's like, okay, you did that. That's cool. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm clapping my hands, but what's next?
It's always the what's next.
Yeah.
Do you celebrate your accomplishment of doing something?
No, because I never really have. It's just be like, good job, but I expected it from you. So it's like, damn, thank you. I'm good. I mean, I kind of appreciated it, but then now it like sometimes you kind of resent it because like, damn, I kind of don't know how to celebrate.
I recommend celebrating your small things.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like if you don't celebrate the small things, how will you know when something big comes, right? So it's like if you don't celebrate, like take real estate, for example. If you don't take celebrating your first like job getting into real estate, how are you going to know that actually flipping your first house is a big thing? And like that's the celebration. Like, nah, celebrate all along the way. Celebrate this whole entire journey and celebrate it for sure. Now,
How, like, and then the thing I get caught up with celebration, like how and what is a celebration? But then I'm sitting here thinking about asking that question, but it's like, dude, I can go buy a record. That's a
it's whatever you want it to be.
damn.
It's a whatever self-care item that you want it to be, because it's like, man, 10 years ago I wouldn't have thought that, like I would have my own firm, or 10 years ago I know you didn't think that you would be in real estate, even when you was graduate. Like your background is in healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you have to think that it may seem small on the grand scheme of things of where you want to go, but if you look back and we talk about that hindsight and looking back, it's like, man, it's an accomplishment.
It really is.
It is putting things in place to get things to where you want them to go, and that is an accomplishment. That's something that you should be proud of. You should be proud of yourself. And I am a big advocate. I'm a big encourager, and like exhortation is one of my spiritual gifts. Like I encourage the people around me. I want them to let them know that you should be celebrating yourself, because I'm celebrating you, because I'm proud of you for getting yourself here. It takes a lot to pull yourself up by your big girl panties and make decisions for your life. That is not an easy task, especially for the first 17, 18 years. You have people making decisions for you, so celebrate them. Celebrate those moments.
That's some you spitting facts. You spitting truth. Even with the celebratory, you do have to celebrate. Like it do feel good.
And I think celebrating also helps you not get burnt out. Because I know when you're on the grind, you're full steam ahead, right? It's like I gotta grind so I can eat. I gotta grind so I can do this. I gotta grind so I can do that. And it's like, well, grinding can only last so long, just because you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get burnt out. So it's like, well, to prevent the burnout, I need to take a break. I need to rest. I need to take a step back and look how far I've come, and then kind of just relish in that and be grateful for how far I've come today. So
that's dope. I really feel that, and I believe that. Like, you got me. Hey, okay, let me step back. Do you feel? Because I feel this way in some occasions, that when we say celebrate, some people think about celebration as what they see other people do. Do you think people shy away from what they really want to celebrate, like how they really choose to celebrate, just because of what everybody else do? Or how do you feel on that? Like,
I hope not. I hope that my hope is that nobody is influencing you to feel any way about yourself, because your celebrations are personal. At least I take my celebrations personal, because I tell people all the time, that's like, I don't let anybody play my birthday. My birthday is mine. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm gonna let you know what we doing for my birthday. Okay, I'm gonna let you know what we doing. So, and I kind of take all celebrations that way. So it's, I don't want anybody to influence something like my milestone. So my answer to that is, I hope not. I hope that you are celebrating something for your own self, and not what you have seen on social media or anything like that. So
yeah, I feel that way. And celebrate how you feel. Speaking from me, talking about, like, I don't celebrate much. Now I'm sitting over here thinking of stuff like how I can actually celebrate things. Because I'm like, dude, like horseback riding, that can be a little celebration.
Yeah.
Little celebration. I'm just sitting here thinking of all this different quirky stuff that could be, and I say quirky because it's like different stuff I like, but it adds to my creativity. It adds to who I am. Like, dang.
Yeah.
It's because knocking those goals out, it does feel pretty cool, but it also feels like it's mandatory. It's like, it's mandatory. You got to do this shit. You celebrate one day, you get there, but then also get to thinking when the engine start going a little slow, it's like, oh shit, just take a little nap. Little nap turned to 3 days.
Man.
Like, damn.
I remember when you first passed the licensing exam.
Man.
And I bought you like the little nothing bundt cake and a card, and I thought it was a big deal, because passing an exam is like, you study and this kind of thing. You were just like, Y'all okay? And I'm just like, you not out here relishing this moment.
Nah, I still gotta go to work in the morning.
Man,
I
it do be like that. It do be like that. I
I
mean,
still gotta go to work in the morning.
and with that, with accomplishing a goal, there's also like that realism, right? To where you have to kind of say, okay, like, yes, this is something big, but also it's like, okay, it's not the end.
Yeah,
I mean, you can be realistic
man.
about it, but also just, hey,
At that
I
moment,
did that shit. You know what I'm saying? I did that. You can, because I pat myself on the back all the time.
Yeah.
I might not do it
she
as
do it
often,
literally. Like
as
she
often
will.
as I should. Oh yeah, yes.
I be
I
like,
am a. I do that all the
did
time,
that.
and probably not as often as I should. But just like looking back on things, it's like, and it comes from growing up. Nobody celebrated things the way that I wanted to celebrate things. So it's like when now that I am able to make decisions for myself and do that kind of thing, I'm celebrating things the way I want to. So
This my party. I can cry if I want. That makes sense though, because you're an adult. You grown. I mean, you do what you want to do. You do how you want to do it. Yeah. You know, some of us we still we're not farly removed from that kid we used to be, but we're so far from that kid we
yeah.
used to be. And so saying that, and I'm speaking from like a personal aspect, it's just like, damn, mom and daddy, shit. I'm fortunate enough to have them like right there, but it's like I'm trying to push them away, but keep them as close as I can because it's like just in case, you never know. But we're gonna keep you right there. But it's just different things, like how people even treat you, like people even, especially me, because the age gap is so different from me and my siblings. It's like, this is the baby. The baby is almost 30. Yeah, it's the baby. What's up with it, ma'am? You know what I mean? I'd be like, I'm grown, you know, but it's different, you know, it's different. But I appreciate it. I appreciate that love, the nurturing and stuff, but it's just identifying who I am and moving the way I want to move. And I think like it's more of it come out because, like you say, you grown. It's your word. It's your party. You do what you want to do, how you want to do it, you know?
Yeah.
That's part of discovering who you are, how you move, how you want to move, how you choose to move. Like I talked about visioning yourself, how you want to see yourself. Like, how are you going to get there? You got to change what you're doing today to get to that vision right there. So yeah, that's what be hitting me, especially like it's just like, take my time, sit in that moment, understand like where you are, why you're there, and where you want to be. Now go get that shit.
Man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. That's dope.
Uh,
That's dope.
I think so. I think celebrations are a part of the journey in discovering yourself. And so celebrating progress helps you keep wanting to progress. And cuz discovering yourself it's a never-ending journey. Like there's something that I learned about like my patience and the way I communicate. I learn something almost every day, or at least I try to. I try to find a lesson in every day. And so, yeah, keep pushing forward for sure. Keep being proud of yourself, because I think that in our culture, you know, we have that to-do list that's really for everybody else. Like, you go to college, you got to get a job, you got to do this. But it's like, is that for you, or is that because somebody told you to do it? So when you do something for you, be proud of that. Be ecstatic. Be over the moon about it.
That's facts. Even in relationships, it's like I think that's why a lot of relationships really work well. Because like the person is doing something for them, the other person is doing something for them, and just that energy together, it's like it's a intertwine. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It meshed so well because it's like alpha and alpha, like they know, but they also know when alpha needs to be, you know, omega, and when, you know, we can switch off. It's like a great balance of a nice communication.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think that's one of like the best relationships are kind of you're doing your doing your own thing, but you have like your own goals, your own vision, and they have their own goals and own vision, but you're able to take the same avenue. Like you're able to get on the same highway and just go in that direction together.
Man.
Because it's not necessarily like you're not dependent on them. Like I'm not dependent on you to get to my goals. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to help you achieve them, but it's just like we're able to go in
bounce off, like bounce back. It's almost like, damn, it's you. Hey, we both gonna get there. We in the same vehicle, but when I need you to drive.
Right.
Hey,
right.
Yeah. And if we gotta hey, split this thing and go a few directions, we can do this. It's like that Man in Black car that split down the middle. Like, hey, we can do this. Then we come back and we get it going. Like, it's pretty cool, man. And I think that's cool, that either friendships, relationships. I mean, y'all, like, networking is real. Networking is real. And that comes with discovering who you are. Like, the people you end up talking to and shit. What? Never thought I'd be conversing and having connection to the people I have connections to.
Man.
But it's part of the discovering yourself. It's that vision, like, for real. I want to be a cut up, 6-pack having ass old nigga on the golf course with a cigar in my mouth with an old wife beat on.
On the golf course?
On the golf course.
The wife
I
beater?
can, because it's my land. Okay. It's my land. I got some bell bottoms on. Man, with some cowboy boots and a wife beat on.
You golfing in cowboy boots?
Golfing in cowboy boots with a cigar in my mouth. I'm gonna be one of them.
That sound like you.
That sound like some me shit.
It sound like I don't know how efficient your score gonna be. I don't know if you gonna hit par with all that on.
I'm gonna hit par.
But hey.
Nah, but yeah, that's just like that's just what life is sometimes. You just gotta envision it. Discover who you are. Keep discovering who you are. Keep discovering who's around you. Learn about them. Once you learn more about them, you start understanding more about you. You become a better friend, better communicator. Man.
And that's all I want to do, is just be better than I was yesterday. I want to continue to progress. And so I second everything that you have said. And I want to add, make sure you celebrate everything you discover. Whether it's about, like, even if you discover some things that, like, you don't like about yourself, right? So it's like you celebrate by deciding that you don't want to be those things anymore. And it's like for me, I got a lazy bone, okay? I am the queen of laying down and doing it tomorrow. I can't do that.
Man.
Can't do that. So definitely...
Celebrate the good, celebrate the bad. I see. Okay, cool. Celebrate what you discover and you don't like. Celebrate the action and changing it. And once you realize, like, dang, I just did that and I used to do this. Oh shit! Hey, I'm on some real shit. Hey, you gotta get crunk with yourself.
Right.
Hell yeah, when you get crunk with yourself, it's different. That's cool, Sydney. Okay, let's start getting crunk with myself a little bit more. Write yourself letters. For real. I went back and read a letter I wrote to myself, and I was appalled by the second one I read. The first one, had to clutch my pearls.
Was you clutching yourself out?
Man, almost. I was just like, boy, get your shit together. I was a drill sergeant. I straightened up in my chair. I've been sitting right since then. It's like, you're right, bro. And it was the old me. And think about it, that was the old me. Telling the new me some shit. Hey, y'all better, just wait on me.
Man.
No, but enjoy life for real. Take chance. Live on the edge. You see both sides. Have fun, y'all.
Absolutely.
For real.
You only get this one life, and I want you to make sure it's as fun as possible.
For real.
Make sure that you are living for you.
Man.
I can't emphasize that enough.
Man. And like you say, if you stayed this long, you watched the episode or you listened to the episode, drop a comment. Let us know what you feel about this episode. And let us know when you went into your discover mode, or are you discovering something about yourself, or how you process a transition during the discovery. You know what I mean? Just drop some in the comments. Say hello. Say hi if you would like it. And man, we gonna talk back to you because we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Like I say, I'm your boy Sydney _D_Proctor on Instagram. This is my beautiful, amazing wife.
I am also Sydney. And you can follow me on IG at _Sydney with 1Y. That is all spelled out. And then also follow my business page at Sid the CPA.
Man, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all again. Go out there and continue to evolve, continue to grow, to learn, continue to apply what you learn and develop new skills, because you never know what you might need when you might need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So peace, love, and Shea Butter.
Bye.